Be strong.
Hello everyone, this is Doc V for the new adventure in English 4. This is for third quarter, week 2, most essential competencies in English 4. The topic is about writing directions using signal words. Before we proceed to our lesson, I would like to request everyone to please subscribe and click the notification bell for more updates of videos. Thank you. The objective, child should be able to read and follow directions, write directions using signal words, and write sentences, paragraphs giving simple directions. Whatever you do, wherever you go, there are always directions to be followed. You should always follow directions to avoid mistakes and accidents. Are you ready to follow directions? Directions may be given in doing something, how to make simple things or activity, how to use things or objects, and how to find places. In other words, directions are guides. Once followed properly, they give positive results. Washing your hands is very important during this pandemic to keep you away from diseases. Read and follow the set of directions in washing your hands properly. Steps in proper hand washing. First, go to your kitchen and find the sink. Second, wet your hands with warm water. Next, get a soap to get rid of germs. Then, scrub front and back of your hands while singing the song Happy Birthday to You. Afterward, rinse with water. Finally, dry your hands with a clean towel. So, these are the questions. Question number 1. Are these directions clearly stated? What is your answer? Of course, yes, it was clearly stated. Second question, are the directions arranged in the order of importance? Yes, the directions were arranged in their order of importance. The third question, what signal words were used to show proper sequence of washing hands? So as you can, as we discussed a while ago, as we read a while ago, that there are sequence for washing hands like first, second, next, then, afterward, finally, like that. What was the last step in washing your hands? So the last step there, we ended that one as the last step in washing your hands. Finally, dry your hands with a clean towel. And the fifth question, is it easy to follow the directions? Yes, it is very easy to follow directions. Okay. You know that children directions provide a guide on how to perform an action or to finish an action. Giving and following directions are not only used when located in a certain spot. It can also be found when drinking a doctor's prescribed medicine. accomplishing simple household chores that your parents ask you to do, performing simple science experiment and any other activities. Hence, directions are very important because they tell people the things they need to know and how to do a certain task properly and in an orderly manner. Here are some suggestions to follow when writing directions. First, direction must always be clear, maliwanag. The sentences must come in an order that makes sense. Then third, make sure to include all necessary information. Then fourth, use signal words like first, next, then, afterward, lastly, and finally. Again, these are the signal words like first, next, then, afterward, lastly, and finally. Here is another example of a set of instructions or direction. Take note of the signal words used in the paragraph. There are few steps to remember in using this ointment. Okay, first, use this only for your skin. Next, spread it thinly over the burnt area twice a day. Then, if a burning sensation or itchiness occurs, discontinue using and see the doctor again. Lastly, keep it tightly closed and store in a cool, dry place. So, these are the steps to remember in using the ointment. Did you notice the words boldly written in the paragraph? Like first, next, then, and lastly are called signal words. Signal words are used in giving the order of the directions. These are also called sequence words. These are the words that signal what is the next step to follow. They are used in giving 3 to 4 steps directions. Now, you may begin answering the learning task below. Make sure to read carefully and follow the given instructions. Good luck to you! Let's start. Okay, for learning task 1, number the sentences and the order a sandwich is made. Write your answers in your notebook. Okay, first, finally she ate it. Okay, again, you have to number the sentences and or in the order a sandwich is made. Okay? The first statement, finally she ate it. Next, she spread jelly on another slice of bread. After spreading the jelly, she put the 2 slices of bread together. First, she spread peanut butter on the slice of bread. As you can see, the directions given there, the direction given there is that you have to number the sentences in the order a sandwich is made. Okay? So according to the direction, you're going to write your answers in your notebook. So let's find out what is the first one. Let us analyze. Okay, let us read again. Finally, she ate it. Next, she spread jelly on another slice of bread. Then after spreading the jelly, she put the 2 slices of bread together. First, she spread peanut butter on a slice of bread. So analyze the given sentences there. What is the first? I'll give you time to answer. Okay? Okay. Now, let's find out. What will be the first one? Let us number it. 1. What is the first one? Okay. Number 1, of course, because of the word first. First, he spread peanut butter on one sliced bread. What will be the next one after this? Followed by, okay, it's number 2. Next, she spread jelly on another slice of bread. Okay, what will be the next one? The third one, number 3. Okay, so after spreading the jelly, she put the 2 slices of bread together. And the last one, number 4, finally, she ate it. So look at that. That is the order on how to make a sandwich. You got it? Okay, very good. Next. For learning task 2, the direction there, fill in the blanks with the correct signal words to complete the directions. Choose your answers from the given choices inside the parentheses. Then write them in your notebook. How to make a rainbow picture. It is fun to make a rainbow picture. You have to choose first or lastly prepare the materials like bond paper, crayons, and a pencil with sharp point. Is it second or finally use crayons other than black to make a design? Is it lastly or third cover the design with black crayons? Is it next or finally use a pencil to draw a picture and to remove some black crayon? And is it lastly or next? Hang your picture on your wall. Okay. So, what will you do? What will you do in task learning task 2? So, you're going to choose your answer from the given choices inside the parentheses. Then write them on your notebook, okay? So here, are you done answering? You have to choose one only inside the parentheses. So, is it first or lastly, the first one? Second, is it second, finally? Is it lastly or third? Is it next or finally? And lastly or next? Are we done? So let us answer. Okay. First, prepare the materials like bond paper, crayons, and a pencil with sharp point. Okay. Next, if your answer is first, of course, very good. Next one, what is the correct answer is second or finally? Second. So second, use crayons other than black to make a design. Then, is it lastly or third? Third, cover the design with black crayons. Then, is it next or finally? Okay, next. Use a pencil to draw a picture and remove some black crayons. Okay, for the last one, is it lastly or next? Of course, it's lastly. Hang your picture on your wall. Okay, if your answers are all correct, it means that you understand the lesson. Good job. Okay, next. How to prepare calamansi juice. So you have to choose again the correct answer in there. Okay, it is easy to make calamansi juice. First, lastly, wash 5 calamansi fruits. Second, finally, cut them in the middle crossways. Lastly, third, squeeze the cut calamansi into a glass. Next, finally, remove the seeds. Lastly, next, add the sugar and water and stir well until sugar dissolves. Now, you can enjoy a nutritious drink. Okay, so this time, what will you do? You're going to choose again the correct answer inside the parentheses. Okay, so it is easy to make calamansi juice. So you have to choose only one inside the parentheses. Is it first or lastly? Second or finally? Last or third? Next or finally? Last or next? Okay, go. Answer now. Okay, let us answer. Let us answer this. It is easy to make calamansi juice. Is it first, lastly? Of course, you have to first you have to wash 5 calamansi fruits. Next one, if your answer here is second, of course you're right. Second, cut them in the middle crosswise. Okay. So um, the next one, lastly or third, what will be the answer here? If your answer is third, of course you got it right. Third, squeeze the cut calamansi into a glass. Okay, here, is it next or finally? If your answer is next, of course you're right. Next, remove the seeds. Okay, this part, what will be your answer? Lastly or next? So, if your answer is lastly, definitely right. Lastly, add sugar and water and stir well until sugar dissolves. Now you can enjoy a nutritious drink. So, those are the correct answers. Next one. For learning task 3, direction, you fill in the blanks with the correct signal words to complete the directions. Write your answers in your notebook. Nolly has skin rashes on his left arm. He went to see the doctor and he was given a bottle of ointment. This is what the doctor told him. Blank was the affected part with soap and water. Shake the bottle very well. Apply the ointment thinly on the affected part and wrap it with a piece of clean cloth. Keep the bottle tightly closed. So, let us write the correct signal words in here. Try to write the correct signal words to complete the direction. It's about how you put your skin rashes, how to put ointment on your left arm. Okay, let us answer now. Let us answer here. What will be the correct answer in the first paragraph, in the first sentence? Okay, it should be first. If your answer is first, you're right. For the next one, second. If your answer is second, you're right. And next, okay. And lastly, ayan. So these are the four signal words. First was the affected part with soap and water. Second, shake the bottle very well. Next, apply the ointment thinly on the affected part and wrap it with a piece of clean cloth. And lastly, keep the bottle tightly closed. Children, don't forget the signal words. These are signal words: first, second, next, and lastly. Okay? Good. For learning task 4, the directions is look at the pictures and write 3 to 4 step directions using signal words. Write your answers in your notebook. So how to make a paper collage? Making paper collage is a fun activity. For you have to collect pictures from magazines and cut into different shapes made from color paper. Get a large sheet of drawing paper. On the large sheet of paper, place the paper shapes and pictures in a pattern you like. Glue the paper shapes and pictures the way you place them on the paper. Hang your collage up on a wall. This will surely show how creative you are. So it's your time to write the 4-step directions or using signal words. Don't forget the signal words there. You know already the signal words as we discussed a while ago. Okay, let us start answering now. Here. If your answer here is first, of course you're right. The next one? Okay, second. Good. Okay, next. Good. You can also write here the signal third. It can be applicable in here. Third or next. Then you can use also afterward here or next. Both are correct. Afterward. Okay. Then, lastly. Yes! Well done! So how to make a paper collage? Using the 3-step direction, the 4-step directions, or using signal words like first, collect pictures from magazines and cut into different shapes made from colored paper. Second, get a large sheet of drawing paper. Next, on the large sheet of paper, place the paper shapes and pictures in the pattern alike. Then afterwards, glue the paper shapes and pictures the way you place them on the paper. And lastly, hang your collage up on a wall. Then will surely show how creative you are. Very good. This learning task 5, directions arrange the set of activities on how to cook rice. Do not forget to include the signal words in writing directions. Write your answers in your notebook. Okay. So, how to cook rice? So there are given box in there. You have to follow. Check to see. Check to see if the rice is already cooked. Place the cooking pot on a stove. Measure the desired amount of rice to be cooked. Turn on the gas stove. Put the rice in the cooking pot and wash it. Now you have to analyze this given procedures. Then don't forget to include the signal words in writing also that kind of direction. So you have to write what will be your answer. Answer now. 1 to 5. Okay. Let's find out if your answers are all correct. So first, you have to measure the desired amount of rice to be cooked. Then second, put the rice in the cooking pot and wash it. Okay. Then third, place the cooking pot on the stove. Then fourth, next, turn on the gas stove. Then lastly, Lastly, you have to check to see if the rice is already cooked. So you just write there, lastly, check to see if the rice is already cooked. So that's the answer. Those are the answers on how to cook rice. For learning task 6, it's time for you to shine. You have to read and understand the situation below. Write your answers in your notebook. The dentist said that you should brush your teeth at least 3 times a day. You have a younger brother who wants to brush his teeth too. It is his first time to brush his teeth all by himself. You know that he needs assistance because he is still young. So list down below your directions on how to brush the teeth properly. First, next, then, finally. Okay? So try to list down below your direction on how to brush the teeth properly. Okay, this is very easy, so it's up to you to answer here. So another direction for B, create your own paper airplane. List down below the steps on how you make an paper airplane. Write your answers in your notebook. So first, what will you do? Second, then, next, then lastly. So you try to think that there are illustrations in there that you should follow. Okay? Good. So another direction, read the following topics. Choose one and write the instructions on how to do it. Write the directions in paragraph form. Using signal words, write your answers in your notebook. So you have to choose only one topic. How to clean an aquarium, how to fry an egg, how to transplant seedling from a plant box to the ground. So you have to choose only one in here. Then you're going to write the direction in the paragraph form using signal words. Like the examples that I have shown you a while ago. Okay? So thank you kids for being with me in this journey. Thank you for watching and listening, and thank you for your cooperation for answering the given task. Thank you, and God bless us all. Stay safe, everyone.